Hey everybody, I was supposed to put the countdown clock on and I went to me. So here's the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to our holiday show. My name is Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head, and this is my last show of the year. And we have Christmas a week from today. Happy Hanukkah to those of you who celebrate. That's going on right now. And I'm all decked out today. I've got my Santa hat, which I showed last week. I've got one of my plants of Prince Charming's Bastard is the name of the variety. It's a dwarf by Angwe Ias. And I totally forgot I had this shirt and I don't remember where I got it, but I found it in my closet a couple days ago. It says Merry Tomato Miss. I have no idea where I got it. But again, just like with the Santa hat and many of the other things I have, I wonder like when these people make these things, who are they gearing it towards? Because if it's not me and you guys, like, are there really that many? No, I shouldn't ask that question. I was going to say, are there really that many tomato heads? Obviously, we know because just in our group, we're only 2 years old. We have nearly 10,000 members. But do they think there's going to be a big draw on tomato hats, Santa hats? And what about Merry Tomato Miss? I wish I knew where I got Mary Tomato Miss. Well, and the Santa hat. I don't know, but I'm happy to be here with you all today. Um, Hopefully, the being hectic with the holiday season isn't getting you down. I am surprisingly calm for a week out from Christmas. Normally I'm a bit stressed because I host both Christmas brunch and dinner, two different sides of the family. Rob's family comes over for brunch in the morning, and then my parents, my sister, and their whole family comes over at dinner. So that day's hectic. Um, but you know what? Riley's home. My daughter, she's been away since March. If you've watched the show before, you know this ad nauseum, but she works for Disney. Well, she was Cinderella on the Disney Magic for the past 9 months. And then last year, she did the same thing on a different ship. So she's home. It's amazing having her home. I was kind of nesting for those of you that were ever parents and you're waiting for a baby to come. There's like a term called nesting where you're cleaning everything and you're getting ready and you're just organizing everything, getting ready for the baby. That's kind of what I was doing for Riley coming home. I was nesting. So I've been purging and throwing out all kinds of things and but it's so nice having her home. An unfortunate thing that happened this week, for those of you that may not know, is my nephew, my sister's son, Alexander, goes to Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, and he is safe. But there was a shooting there. For those of you that may not follow the news, or if you're in another part of the world and you may not know about it, I know Kina in Norway found out about it. Well, I told her, but then she had it in the news. So there was a gunman on campus, and so Alexander was hunkered down with his friends in the basement of one of the school buildings, and he is home safe and sound, thank God. We went over to go visit him yesterday, and my sister and the other kids, and he went through so much more than I thought. Like when he was sharing the story, so um, I think that's another reason why I'm kind of calm. I'm just feeling very, very grateful because when something like that happens, you realize what's really important in life. And it's not whether or not I will be ready for brunch for the 50th time, not 50th time, but I've probably been doing the lunch or the brunch rather for, 30 years. Maybe not. Yeah, probably 30 years. So, and I'm always ready. And nobody really cares if I'm ready, but I am always ready and I have simplified. So, anyway, I'm happy to be here with you all today. Set aside my precious Thursday to be with you all and talk tomatoes. Let's see who's here. For those of you that haven't joined before, you may want to grab a notepad and a pen because I'll be talking about 10 ish varieties I'm obsessed with this week. I'm going to try to keep it a short show, but I've said this before. We shall see. I definitely don't have as many so far. I've got 12 varieties. Sometimes I go as high as 16. So we shall see. My son and his girlfriend come home tomorrow. So I will actually have everybody under the same roof, which I can't describe. I'm sure there's many of you out there who understand the feeling of just pure joy that I'm feeling that everybody will be home. Saturday, we're going into New York City. We got tickets to see, well, we're going to see the Rockefeller tree if we can get near it. And then we're going to walk around the city a little bit. We have tickets to see Kristen Chenoweth on Broadway. She's in a show called Queen of Versailles, which is based on a documentary that Rob and I watched a couple of years ago. And we all love Kristen Chenoweth. We're a big Broadway fan. Riley is singer actress, so when she lives in New York City, we see a lot of Broadway shows. And the show apparently is closing already in January. It only opened in October, but it's Kristen Chenoweth, and then the person that wrote the music is Stephen Schwartz, the same guy who wrote Wicked. So it's the first time the two of them will be, teaming up together. And I forget how long Wicked's been out, like 20, 25 years, maybe something like that, maybe more like 20. So we're thrilled. And then we have dinner reservations at one of our favorite restaurants of all time, whether you're vegan or not. My son is not, and he's the one that requested this place. They have them in some of the major cities. It started in New York City, I think, but they even have them in Canada. It's called Planta Queen, and they have vegan dim sum that is just out of this world. So looking forward to that on Saturday. And I'm just feeling, like I said, super grateful and really happy to be with you all today. So let's join in the comments. If you haven't joined us before, please say hi. We'd love to say hi to you. I try to get as many comments on the screen as possible. I may keep it a little less today, just to try to keep it short. But I love getting all the comments up, or as many as possible. So say hi. Let us know how you're feeling about the holidays. If you celebrate the holidays at all, maybe you don't. How are you doing with your Christmas shopping, Hanukkah, all of that stuff? Kwanzaa. I don't know when Kwanzaa is actually. I know it's around this time, but I think it's a different date. I'm not positive. Somebody perhaps can educate me. But let's see who we've got. We've got Sherman here, who was first, of course. This was 4 hours ago. Looking forward to 2026 and new varieties to grow. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. I thought just like 45 minutes ago, I'm like, you know what? I probably should have done like an end of year wrap up, where I really haven't officially come out with my favorite, like my list of favorite tomatoes of the year. I mean, I talk about them so much, and if you watch the show and follow my reviews on Instagram, you probably know, but I haven't officially come up with a list, and this would have been a good like end of year wrap up, but I didn't think of it until 45 minutes ago. It was already too late. But maybe I'll do that. So our next show won't be here next week. Next week is Christmas. And then the following week is New Year's Day. So we won't have another show until January 8th. So mark your calendars. And 2026 means a new year, a fresh start. I set New Year's intentions, not resolutions, because they're destined to, they just don't work. But setting intentions is like a roadmap written in pencil. So if you make it, that's great. If not, no stress. And that's what I tell people in my other group, Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain. We set New Year's intentions. As a matter of fact, we have a post for the group, for our group, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, setting your New Year's tomato intention. So we will do that too. If it's your first time joining, I have a group that I run with Jen Joy and Kina Tonarud. It's called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We do swap, so you can build your collections, but we're really so much more about educating and asking questions and just celebrating all things tomatoes. So we're not your ordinary swap group. Okay, let's get back to comments. I've only gotten to Sherman so far. Hey, Charlie, excited for today's show. And Harley's here. Hey, Harley. And Susan, wishing everyone here a wonderful holiday season. You too. You too. Oh, we do have some prizes today. Olivia Lai is giving away again, and Linda Wicker Downing is giving away some seeds. So put in the comments, where is it? Hashtag tomato. I figured this was probably going to be a not as big of an audience today, just because we are a week out from Christmas. But I didn't want to cancel the show because 2 weeks is going to be a long time. So your chances to win may be good. We have 47. Oh shoot, I forgot to do Instagram again. Hang on. Our poor Instagram people. There we go. Now we're live on Instagram. If you are watching on Instagram, unfortunately, I can't see your comments and you can't be entered to win the prizes because this platform I use doesn't pick it up. I can broadcast out to you, but I can't see you. So you can come on over to my YouTube channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. And we'd love to hear from you and put in hashtag tomato so you can win those great seed prizes. Who else do we have? Rowena's here. Hey, Rowena. And Blah Blah's here. Hey, Blah Blah. And Deborah. It's been very hot here, 37 degrees Celsius. Good for you. Deborah's in Australia, so she's knee deep in her tomato season right now, which is it's great because where I am, it's cold. It is cold, but look, there's things you can do all year round to celebrate tomatoes, even if you're not growing them. I grow some inside, obviously. I'm starting to get some flowers here on Prince Charming's Bastard. This is one of, I'm growing four. I think a third one has a pretty bad aphid problem. So I may, or a fourth one rather. So I may get rid of that, but I should be growing 3 plants. So that's quite exciting. I know a lot of us have been looking for those seeds for a long time. Sasha's here. Hey, Sasha. Nice to see ya. Nice to see you. Natalia's here. Hey, Natalia. And Mayor from Afar's here. Looking forward to awesome sauce. Robin Moulton's here. Hey, Robin. And Teresa's here. Hey, Teresa. Sasha says, bah humbug, but yay, tomatoes. Okay, we'll take it. And Achille is here, ready for some holiday tomato talk. As it turned out, almost all the varieties I'm talking about today are red. Not sure why. I just found the way I do it every week is I find these varieties either from me ordering them or they just, like, I hear about them, I do more research, and then I put them down and I add to it all week long. Not everyone, but almost all are red today. So it's got like a Christmas theme for red or pink, I should say. They're not interchangeable. Red and pink are quite different. Hi, Mariah. Nice to see you. And Mary's here. Hi, Mary. And Jamie's here. So glad to spend this afternoon with my wonderful friends. Hi, everyone. I'm hoping I can stay for the full time today, but today is the last day for the kids before they go out on winter break. And I have so much cleaning I have to do in my classroom for the end. Understood. So the elementary school my kids went up to, we're in a pretty rural area, but the elementary school is right up the road from us. Our road is pretty steep, so the bus doesn't go up. So even though it's like right up there, probably a mile away up the road, kids had to always take the bus to get to the school. But anyway, we drove by, Riley and I drove by the other night. We were picking up takeout and there were cars all over the place. They were parking in the street and people were trying to get in. And it just brought me back memories. I'm like, I bet that's the holiday concert. When it was the holiday concert, all the parents came in and it's hard to find parking and you just don't see that kind of, the parking lot being that full unless it's some kind of big thing. So, and then it made my heart ache a little bit for those holiday concerts. Precious little nuggets singing their little hearts out, little band that's terrible, but oh, such great memories for those of you that have little ones. People used to say this to me all the time too. They'd say, enjoy it. And I'm going to say it to you now. I used to get a little annoyed when people said it, but all of a sudden, boom, it's over. And then your kids go off to like on 9-month, contracts and all this stuff. And, but yes, enjoy it. They're precious, precious days. I'm starting to sound like a granny. That's okay. I would love to be a granny. Hi, Denise and Missy's here. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And Pretty's here. Happy holidays, tomato friends. There's the music. Yeah, didn't last very long because I hit the wrong screen and I didn't want to be like, here I am, and then take it off and do the countdown. So I'll play the music again as we're ending. I like the music. Port Out Creations. Hi there. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. looking very festive. I'm really glad I found this sweatshirt. Like, I happened upon it because I didn't remember having it. I'm sure I got it last year. I don't think it's that old. It's not from Inspired Garden Life. I know that. It could have been Etsy or something like that, but completely forgot. I remembered I had the hat, and Jen and I have tomato footsie pajamas that we forgot to wear in our last show. Um, but forgot about the sweatshirt. So I'm glad I came across it because knowing me, I would have found it like in February and would have been like, should have worn that. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. And Kim Pierce is here. Hey, Lauren and friends. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Lori. Hi, Lori. Thanks for being here. And Linda's here. Happy Tomato Awesome Sauce Thursday. Let me tell you about the seed prizes that are being donated. So Linda is giving away she ran our Alafirov grow out, and a lot of you have been messaging me wanting to know how to sign up for grow outs. It's not time yet. Um, I still have 2 grow outs to get in the mail. I'm about halfway done with Spanish, and then Sophia is not going to get out before Christmas. Kina is not getting hers out until after Christmas. So we're still very much in the mode of this year's grow outs, but in January we will announce the themes, like the teams that we've decided on. We've got a list that we're working on, and then we will have people signing up, and we do it early just so those of you down in South who are um, you know, wanting to start your plants so you'll know not everybody unfortunately can be involved. We have is it 15 on each team with a couple backups. Um, but stay tuned. Look for it in probably the end of January. I forget when we did it last year, but you didn't miss anything. So anyway, so Linda ran our Alafirov grow out, which was so kind of her, and she did a great job. She's calling it Alafirov and Friends because there were a lot of donations of things that were not from Alafirov. And hang on. So she's giving away 2 of these. She says extra packages of she calls it Alafirov and Friends grow out package. So this is great. So I don't know if it's everything from the Alafirov grow out. Snowman candy not included, but the seeds are, and they look amazing. Actually, she sent me one as well. Thank you, Linda, for that. So, 2 lucky people will win that, and it's Seven Rivers Bicolor, Seven Rivers Shore, Alafirov Secret, Lucky Bling, Female Caprice, Cumble, Rivers Seven Rivers Tricolor, Seven Rivers Pink, Amber Baron. I forget what this one translates to, but Zaliski Alatau. I forget what that translates to in English. Mrs. Gorby, Rainbow of Taste, and Black Goby. So thank you, Linda. So put in hashtag tomato. And then Olivia is giving away same ones for one winner, 10 varieties: Alafirov Secret, Antique Bronze, Arbusny, Amur Tiger, Ananas Tiger, Black Shadow, Metallica, Abraham Brown, Abraham Green, and Nano's Meatball Dwarf. Fantastic. Thank you both. Oops. Man, now I just gave away what our first one is. I'm not with it today, but that's okay. All in the holiday spirit and completely sober, and I'm still a hot mess, but that's okay. Make sure you put in hashtag tomato. Oh my goodness, I want Prince Charming's bastard tomato. I know a lot of you do. Yeah, it's looking really good. I mean, it's got lights all over it right now, but you can probably see, maybe not. Up here, we've got some flowers going. It may just, I go away to visit my parents for 3 weeks in Destin, Florida, each February. So I'll be gone February 12th through March 5th. Haven't decided. I don't think I did shows last year during that. It would be kind of hard to do it because I think Evie Muck's, no, it should work. Hopefully I don't have to take off that entire 3 weeks, but I'm thinking this one will start to really flourish while I'm gone, which I have to tell Rob's not going, and I have to like have him swear to take care of the Prince Charming's bastard. All right, who else do we have? Hey, Leslie, thanks for being here. And Stephanie's here. Andrea Praise, hello, tomato family. Merry Tomato Miss to all. I love it. Heidi's here. Hey, Heidi. So glad she's home and you can enjoy time together. I know. I know. And Rory's, my cat, Rory the Wonder Cat's doing really well. So Riley's obsessed with we're all obsessed with our cat. Let's just put it that way. So the cat that was dying a month, 5 weeks ago, she's on steroids. She's doing really well. She's still dying, but she's really much more comfortable in putting on weight. So I'm happy. And yes, thank you about my nephew. So glad to hear he's safe. I knew he went through hell after talking to him. I didn't realize like he was they were in lockdown in the dark for 6 hours. Thankfully, they were getting text updates, but there's really no updates. They still have not caught the shooter. I pray that they will, because the longer they haven't caught the shooter, obviously the more angst he's feeling. And also the horrible shooting in Australia at Bondi Beach, unbelievable. Then Rob Reiner's son killing Rob Reiner and his wife this week. It's just been an awful, awful news week. But we keep a positive tomato miss attitude here, and we escape for an hour or two each week to come and share our joint passion for tomatoes. Who else do we have? My buddy Keena. Hey, Keena. Glad you're here. Oh my God, glad he's okay. Yes, me too. Me too. He was a little bit, I have to brag. I don't know if he's watching, probably not, but I have to brag. He was a little bit of a hero. He was not in the same building as the shooter, but it was on the same block. And so they were in the building. I don't know if it was the library or what room they were in, but finals were coming up. And so he was with his girlfriend and then a couple other people when they got the text that there's a shooter, and he told everybody, we've got to go down in the basement. And he set up a barricade on the door because there were no locks. They were having to pee in a garbage can. And then he set up a little system for his girlfriend, who was the only female. He was a little hero, my Alexander. Actually, he's a very tall hero, but I'm really proud of him. And thank God, when I hugged him yesterday, I really kind of lost it. But it does just show you how important these things are, and family, our friends, and all that other stuff doesn't really matter. It's the small stuff is the big stuff, right? And we need to remember that sometimes. I know I get caught up in stuff, tomato drama, and just regular life, and then I'm reminded of what life is really about, and it's connections with each other. And we form some amazing connections. Again, if you're not a member of our group, please join us. Even if you hate Facebook, you'll love our group, I promise. And then coming here every Thursday. Hey, Bill, nice to see you. Happy holidays to you. Thanks, Kina. So happy for your family. Such a blessing, for sure. For sure. And yes, the Rockefeller tree. It's pretty close to Christmas to be going into the city, I've got to say. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever been near the Rockefeller tree right around Christmas time. It's just wall-to-wall people. I'm not big on wall-to-wall people. And we want to try, because Riley wasn't home, we didn't get our family Christmas photo taken. So we're going to try to do it in front of the tree, but it may be like us and 5,000 other people in the shot. I don't know. We'll try. But at least we're seeing the Broadway show. I saw the original cast of Wicked with Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, and it was one of the highlights of my life for sure. What a treat that was. Who else do we have here? Hey, Rebecca. Thanks for joining in. And Mike. Hey, Mike. Glad to see you. And Alex. Hey, Alex. Last Christmas, I gave you my hat, but the very next day, you gave it away. I love that song. The more time that goes by, I just love that song. George Michael was, what a talent. And Wham. George Michael was a real talent. Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining us. Yes, Kristen Chenoweth, love her too. How can you not? Is she not the cutest thing ever? And what a voice on her. She's got like a 5-octave range or something. Hey, Greg. Thanks for being here. Goats ate my maters. Merry Christmas from a very windy and cold Minnesota. We had our first significant snow in like, I think a couple of years, like 2, 3 years. So it's still on the ground. We had probably 6 or 7 inches. Um, don't know, 6 or 7 inches. I don't, my little cheat sheet for meters, centimeters doesn't go up that high, but eh, this much, maybe more like this much. Some of it is melted, but that happened a couple days ago. Hey, look who's here. Keena's mom, Kit. Hey, Kit. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling better. I think about you often. Um, Thanks, Alex. Yes, if you guys can give a thumbs up to this video, it does help me out. It helps to, you know, raise my visibility in the algorithm. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I am getting, I think I have 10 more subscribers since last week. I only noticed that because it will tell me I've got like 1.83 thousand or something like that. And I think last week was like 1.82. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're finding our tribe, or they're finding their tribe and finding us. Hey, Tara Dove, thanks for being here. And Gigi's here. Hi there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Roxanne, hi, Roxanne. And Catherine Jones, hello, hello. And Oles Farm, hey there. The Rural Life, I have to check out your channel. It sounds wonderful. Oh, Tanya, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my mom passed on Christmas of 2020, so it's a tough fight. It's tough for me so thus far. I'm sorry. I understand how traumatic that must be. Oh, well, thank you, Akelia. We're super grateful for you too, Lauren. Thank you so much. I've been getting Christmas cards from some of you, and gosh, it means a lot. It really means a lot. And some gifts and things like that. It's very just makes you feel good. I appreciate all the support you guys give me all year round. And I'm glad you like coming and hanging out with me every Thursday. It makes me feel really good. I I think I say this every week, but non-tomato heads, I tell them all the time. I just told Riley this morning. I'm like, yeah, it's normally a 2-hour show and people stay the whole time. In fact, the numbers rise as we go through. You know, you would kind of expect like maybe after 20 minutes, half an hour, that the visibility or the viewership goes down. It doesn't. So as long as you guys are watching, I'll keep doing it. Hey, Jeffrey. You, nice to see you. Oh, if you guys haven't checked it out, I don't know if Jeffrey put it in the group or not. I've been busy getting ready for the show today. But my latest blog post on his website, Secret Seed Cartel, I put that up, or I wrote it, and he put it up yesterday. So you can find that on secretseedcartel.com. It's about 10 things you can do in the winter to get ready for tomato season. I don't think that's the exact name of it, but something along those lines. And I'm pretty proud of it. So, and some of the things you may not know, some of the things are pretty um, uh, common sense, but other things I think may surprise you or give you some ideas. So check that out. And thank you, Jeffrey, again, for asking me to contribute to your wonderful site. And it feels great to write about tomatoes. Hi, Tiffany. Thanks for being here. And happy holidays to you, Maritime Tropical. Nice to see you. Mary, oh yes, Kristen Chenoweth is such a very sweet person. She's from Broken Arrow, just 20 minutes from our home, and I had the pleasure of meeting her a few times. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. She seems like a sweet person. I know she's her faith, like she's got very deep faith, um, and she just seems like the nicest person. She's got a new show out. I watched an episode. It's called Stumble. It's based on, if you guys have ever watched that documentary on Netflix, Cheer. It's like a mockumentary on like a junior college cheer squad. And she's just cute as a button. She really is just cute as a button. All right. Did I get everybody? I see a lot of people entering. Kit, I'm recovering from a large operation, so my Christmas will be very peaceful. I'm so glad to hear that, Kit. I know you were waiting for this operation for a long time. Very nice. Kit sent me a lovely gift too. And with the pain you've been in, that really just means a lot. Thank you. Yes, Deborah, send the heat. Yes. Oh, Akelia, can't wait to start your book 52-week intention journal on January 1st. Here it is. If you guys are looking, I keep meaning to you know what? I was going to say I'll give it away as a prize today, but not everybody's going to want this. So if I draw your name, you'd rather have seeds, possibly. Um, I wonder if I can do a separate giveaway. I don't know, but I have copies of this. I'm really proud of this book. Came out 2022, I think, and it's just a beautiful book with weekly prompts and exercises and all that stuff. Um, Not for people with chronic pain and illness at all. That's not what it is, but it's stuff that I actually do or am supposed to be doing. And I live with chronic pain and illness. So it's really, I think, just a great way to start the year. And they do have it on, I think it's on sale on Amazon. Yeah, I wonder if I can do a separate giveaway for that. Hmm. I guess my problem would be, can I commit to getting it out before January 1st? It actually doesn't even have to be started January 1st. You can start it any time. It's 52 weeks. It doesn't have to be starting January 1st. But thank you for buying it, Akelia. That's really, really nice. And just to say, I no longer get paid for the book. I was paid a flat fee. So I'm not trying to be all salesperson-y. And if you have a teen boy in your life, this is my first book, 5-Minute Gratitude Journal for Teen Boys. And I've got some really pretty good reviews on Amazon from people. Actually, anybody can do it. It's not just teen boys, but a lot of the gratitude journals are very much geared towards females. So the publisher reached out to me, knowing my background with my other group and gratitude, and asked me to write this book. And then the intention journal came next. And there's actually a third one, an unpublished one. Baking like crazy, says Teresa. Jamie says, we had some blue skies yesterday. Today's gray again before the big storm moves in. Stay safe, Jamie, and everybody. Hey, Haley. Excited to talk tomatoes today. Yeah, we will get to tomatoes eventually. Let me see if I can skip through some of these. I just want to make sure I'm not skipping anybody saying hi. Hey, Jennifer Barnes. Looking forward to today's highlighted tomatoes. Me too. There's a couple. They're all exciting. They're all exciting. All right, I'm gonna. Oh yes, did I not tell you this, Haley? Yes, it's Prince Charming's Bastard, and I've got Lime in the Coconut going too. Did I not tell you this? For those of you that don't know, Haley is she's obsessed with white tomatoes. Loves white tomatoes. She's always looking for all the white tomatoes. She's been looking for Prince Charming's Bastard as long as I've known her, and Lime in the Coconut. I know many of us have. Oh, Akili, I put 2 bastards in the dirt yesterday. That's exciting. I know a couple of us are growing it. Very exciting. It's doing really well in such a small container. I may up pot it to a 2-gallon. This is a 1-gallon. It is a dwarf. Prince Charm or Lime in the Coconut's going to be a different story. That is not a dwarf. So it's already looking a bit stressed, but I want to keep it alive for a few reasons. At least get 1 tomato from it. Have seen it on TV. Gorgeous. I wonder what that is. Seen it on TV. Not sure. I must have missed. It was 10 minutes ago. Loved Wicked. I know. Me too. Me too. Anybody seen part 2 of the movie? You know, we're like I said, huge Broadway fans. And it's one of the few Broadway shows I've actually seen on the film where I think it did the Broadway show justice. I think I like part 1 better, but that's just typical because the second half of the show is a little darker. But I think, I forget his name. Chu, is that his last name? Daniel Chu, the director. I think he did a phenomenal job. Hey, Spicy Sancho. Thanks for being here. And Cindy here. Good morning from the Philippines. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Jeffrey, for giving us the blog to read. And SN232, I love your writings, Lauren. Thank you so much. I was reading it because Jeffrey put it on his personal page last night, and I was reading it and noticed not typos, but things where I'm like, did I not proofread this? Because I did, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good. I'm happy with how it came out. But I'm like, I just repeated myself there. It drives me crazy. It drives writers crazy when that happens. We stay for the whole show because there's nothing like hanging out with folks who share your passion for tomatoes. My family just thinks I'm crazy. Yeah, same, same. I ordered the Epic Tomatoes book. I was so excited to look, but my 12-year-old daughter said, "No way, Mom, that's going under the tree." So now I'm just as excited as the kids for Christmas. That is a great book. You will love it. I refer to it all the time. Jamie, you got it too? Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Please let me know what you think of it. Gratitude Book Club. I don't know. Is that something you're interested in? It's amazing how sometimes, like the other hat I wear, not the tomato hat, but the gratitude and chronic pain hat, it's amazing how sometimes they really do come together. There's a lot of people in AOG who are tomato heads. Oh, blue skies, how I miss them, says Kina. Today we didn't even have real daylight. It was kind of just gray for a couple of hours, then dark again. Um, Sam says, it was gloomy and gray here today, too. Somebody today was talking to me about red light therapy, and I am seriously looking into this because she swore by it. So I'm seriously looking into it. Thank you for, you know, who you are, who told me about it. And I've heard about it before. I've just never done anything with it, but they call it SAD, seasonal affective disorder, and it's a very real thing. I think I've talked about it before for those of us with gray winters, and it really does a job on your mental health for sure. Especially when we're tomato heads and the sun and the garden is our happy place. Other than here, of course, this is our happy place, but you know what I mean. So being cooped up. Um, Actually, check out my blog post because it'll get you excited for the next season while it's still winter. Um, yeah, Kina says, in the north, they don't have daylight at all. That would not work for me. But to be positive, in 1 week, it turns around and it gets a little bit more light each day. Jamie, I know you're on board with me with this mental health thing for sure. Gratitude can make everything better, tomatoes included. Agreed. Which is why I grew Gratitude by Bill Yoder this year. He had a tomato called Gratitude, which was wonderful. Hey, Jane, good morning to you. All right, let's talk tomatoes, shall we? I don't think I have any other announcements, but if you're just joining us, make sure you type in hashtag tomato. We've got 2 seed prizes. I'll have to figure out a way to do. I don't really want to do a giveaway of the book in the group because it has zero to do with tomatoes, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. If any of you can think of any ideas, let me know. Sad lights do work. And Samantha says, I've spent 5 minutes in a tanning bed once per week. It does help, but skin concerns are still there. Does the tanning bed give you the same light as the real lights? I didn't think it was the same type of light, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, tomatoes. What do we have this week? Well, I messed up before and showed you this. This is Stafford Red. This is a very rare variety, and the only place you may be able to find it is Bounty Hunter Seeds. The photo, Larry Phipps also sells it, which is where I was talking to Lucas of Bounty Hunter Seeds today. He said they got their seeds from Larry Phipps. Larry Phipps is a grandpa's barn farm, something like that. He's the one responsible for green Milo and black Milo. So he gave his seeds. So the old heirloom. Bounty Hunter says it's a rare, large heirloom, mid-season plant with regular leaf foliage. It's an indeterminate, will produce all the way up to frost. The weights of these fruits can be up to 1 pound. Be sure to stake your plants well. These delicious fruits are very juicy and have an old-timey flavor. The photo on the left is from Larry Phipps. The photo on the right is obviously from Bounty Hunter. And then I found a Facebook I don't know if it was a page, it was public, Gam Paws Garden on Facebook. And they grew it. And they said, can I just say the Stafford Reds are absolutely the biggest, prettiest, ugly tomatoes I have ever seen. And the taste is unbelievable. One slice is all you need to cover and overflow a bologna sandwich. Definitely saving some seed, thankfully blessed beyond measure. That's a really good review. And if any of you have grown it, please let us know. Oh, Andrea Safford Red, I tried to get seeds to grow this year but couldn't find any. Well, let me give you a link, my friend, because I think I wrote it down. I don't know if it's a new one for Bounty Hunter this year or not, but they have it in stock, at least now. Get them while they're hot. All right, I'm going to put this in the comments. There it is. Stafford Red. Or just go to Bounty Hunter Seeds and put in Stafford Red. It sounds great. Anybody grown it? No? All right. Well, if anybody's watching this on delay or whatever, let us know because it looks and sounds good. And that last Bounty Hunter review sounds great. And Gampaw's Garden. Biggest, prettiest, ugly tomatoes I've ever seen, and the taste is unbelievable. I'll do without the bologna sandwich part, but it sounds like a good BLT tomato for sure. Okay, what's next? Red Reef Heart. How pretty are these? Red Reef Heart. This is from Italy. I have information from Heritage Harvest Seed and Tomato Faifu. Tomato Faifu says it's an old fixed variety originating in Italy, but it was brought over by J. Reef from J. Reef of Pennsylvania from an elderly Italian man. That's Heritage Harvest Seed. Dense beef with few seeds, sweet, excellent flavor. Plant with strong vigor, regular foliage, indeterminate, mid-season. Heritage Harvest Seeds says wonderful taste, large red fruit are heart-shaped, and the plants are very productive. A great all-purpose tomato, indeterminate, regular leaf foliage, 80 days to maturity. Samantha's grown reef. It's nice. Okay, we'll take nice. I have not grown it. I do have seeds, but I have not grown it. Or maybe I have seeds on the way. I forget if I ordered them or they're on the way. That's what I tend to do when I'm logging things. I'm like, ooh, I can talk about that on the show. If anybody else has grown this or Stafford Heart, let us know. Here's another one that Bounty Hunter Seeds carries. It's called Clara. Hang on. Rowena says, I have seeds and have it as a possible for 2026. Nice. I love the looks of it. I'm thinking of putting Stafford Red on my 2026 grow list. That one sounds great. But they all do, don't they? What is going on with this little... Every week I've got like this hair sticking out. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I look like a demented elf here. All right. This is from Spain. I don't know what's going on. And like I said, Bounty Hunter carries it. It's a rare tomato from Spain. Then other sites say that it could be of Spanish. Hang on. Let me fix things here. I'm looking like a demented elf. Important things. Fixing the tomato Santa hat. There we go. There we go. That's better, I think. So Tomato Faifu and another site I saw it on said it could be of Spanish origin, but it's not certain. Bounty Hunter says they were first commercially available in 2014. Mid to late season tomato plant, 80 to 85 maturity. It's got potato leaf foliage, which I love. Indeterminate, large beef steaks. They can range from 1 to 2 pounds. So it's 450 to 900 grams. They have an excellent, rich, and sweet flavor. That's from Bounty Hunter. Tomato Faifu says excellent, rich, and sweet flavor. Robust plant with great development. Now Faifu's saying it's regular leaf foliage. Interesting. There's another one on here. Maybe this is the one. There's another one. No, this isn't the one. There's another one we're going to talk about where some versions of it are potato leaf and some are regular. Fleshy and juicy beef flesh. Robust. Yeah, Clara. Anybody grown Clara? Ah, a tomato with my name. I might have to grow it. Only mine is a C and not a K. That counts. That totally counts. Sam says it's a possible grow. Seeds are from 2011. Seed packet had it listed as Clara. Clara. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, depending on the country you're looking at, it's interchangeable. Rich and sweet. I need this one. I know. Rich. Rich gets me. Rich, umami. Like, rich just screams flavor to me. Oh, you know what I should have brought down? You know what I have upstairs? I have a big bowl of tiny totems. They're like this big each. It's a micro door for those of you that don't know. One of my favorites. I use it for some of my breeding projects. And they're really, really tasty, really tasty. So quite happy to pop one of those in my mouth. Actually, they're kind of too big to totally pop in your mouth. There's some smaller ones, but that is a really nice thing to have in the winter. So note to self and note to you, if you want tomatoes in January that taste good, start seeds for Tiny Totem in July. That's when I started those. And it's really nice to have those, especially like after the show. I'm going to have such a taste for these. I'm going to go up and get one. Deborah says potato leaf foliage does best in my heat. Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people. And Harley's loving. All right. If you're just joining us, hello. If you're on Instagram, I cannot see your comments, and the giveaway tool won't pick you up. So if you would like to be involved in the conversation and not just watch, you can watch over on my YouTube channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. And we're giving away some seed prizes today from Linda Wicker Downing and Olivia Lai. And it's our last show for until January, what did I say, 5th? I think I said January 5th. 2 Thursdays from now. No, 3 Thursdays from now. It's in 2 weeks. Next week's Christmas. No, it's in 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. So glad to have you joining us. Red Barn. So this is this year, this variety had kind of a come to Jesus moment, because Red Barn is a variety from the United States, and there were a lot of talk from the late Dr. Carolyn Mail, that this was the same as 3 Slices of Heaven. She claimed they were one and the same. And we had talk about it in the group about a year ago. People were asking for information on 3 Slices of Heaven, and many people were saying it's the same as Red Barn. Well, Kim Lund grew them both together. In fact, if you are in my Kentucky Appalachian Heirloom, you got from Gayla Anderson Reyes, you got seeds for both Red Barn and 3 Slices of Heaven, and they are in fact different. Let me show you. I've got a comparison. This is Kim Lund's photo, which she graciously allowed me to show. So Red Barn is on the right. 3 Slices of Heaven is on the left. Clearly, the 3 Slices of Heaven is more red. Red Barn has more of an orangish hue. This is another one that Bounty Hunter Seeds carries. Did I write the... No, I didn't get to all the links. Oh, yes, I did. So here you can get Red Barn, and theirs looks like the correct one. Here's a Red Barn at Bounty Hunter. Oh, did I see Jen's here? Yes, I did. Hey, buddy. Malikalikimaka. Listening while I drive home. Hello, everyone. Hello, my beautiful friend, Lauren. I love you. I love you, too. Glad you could join in. So there is a difference, and Kim noted a difference, and I'll tell you her thoughts also. And thank you, Gayla, for including both of these in our Kentucky Appalachian swap. So this is Red Barn. Again, these are the photo on the left is Kim's. The photo on the right, where did I get it? I think it might be Dean Slater's from years ago. But clearly the coloring was right. So this was bred by Joe Bracco's father. Joe Bracco is a breeder in and of himself. Joe found seeds in glass jars in a barn, but was unable to germinate any. He sent the seeds to Dr. Carolyn Mail, who managed to germinate them, grow fruits, and share this wonderful variety with other gardeners. Tomato Faifu says it's meaty and dense beef flesh, exceptional old-fashioned flavor. Bounty Hunter says a great producing indeterminate tomato plant. Flavor is rich and bright. Highly recommend. Oh, this is from. Hang on. Is that from Kim now? Flavor is rich and bright. Highly recommended. Kim says, for all my tomato friends, and she put this in her group right off the farm, Heirloom Seeds. This was in her group back in September. She wanted to see, were they the same? And she solved that case. For all my tomato friends who were wondering if the three sisters from heaven are three slices of heaven and Red Barn are the same, they are not. In my comparison, Red Barn was more of an orange-red color, large, round, deep tomato with a very sweet flavor. Three Slices of Heaven is a deep red, less deep from the stem to the tip. Shapes vary from round to oblong. Let me show you so I show you the comparison here. And here's Slices of Heaven. That's her photo also. Beautiful red beefsteak. Shapes from round to oblong and is a way deeper red and is much sweeter flavor on the cut. Three Sisters seems to have less seed pockets. I think she means 3 slices. Both are coming in at about the same weight, anywhere from 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. I prefer the Three Sisters for flavor, but the Red Barn for size. Hope this helps you all. So for those of you that may have been wondering, Kim is showing that they are incorrect. So while Dr. Carolyn Mail claimed that they were the same, they are not one and the same. So that's exciting. Anybody grown any of these? I saw this, Kathy's Red Barn. I don't think they're the same unless somebody named Kathy named Red Barn and put her name in front of it. I did see that earlier today. It is, as far as I know, it is not the same. It doesn't, I don't know where Kathy would come into it, but that's a very good question. All right, next one. We got a pink here, beautiful pink from the United States, Bertram's New Generation. This is the one, I think, that, yes, it says Tomato Faifu. It's subject to controversy because not only where it's from is controversial and different, but also the leaf. So Tomato Faifu says Tatiana's tomato base was selected by M. Bertram in North Carolina. And what I also found is some say Missouri. They're different states here in the United States. So I don't know if they're from North Carolina or Missouri, but they are from the United States. Selected in the 1980s, was regular foliage today, but some is marketed as potato leaf foliage. Big pink fruits, 300 to 500 grams. Very fleshy beef flesh with a deliciously sweet flavor. Good productivity, second part of the season. And then a vendor called Tomato King from Ukraine, who I just placed my first order with, and I've been talking with the owner on WhatsApp. He's very, very nice. I will certainly let you know when my order comes in, and if all goes well, I'll do an unboxing. They say an early variety with giant tomato fruits, tree-like bush reaching 2.2 meters outdoors, extremely powerful, highly productive. He claims it's a family heirloom from North Carolina. Tomato has a strong yet sweet flavor. I like strong flavor too. Swoon. It stands out with increased resistance to fungal and viral diseases. If you check out Tomato King, he's got really he's a vendor that puts out a lot in his descriptions, so a lot on history and things like that. I really, as a tomato head and a tomato educator and lover, I appreciate that very, very much. But, you know, tomato information can be like a game of telephone. You read it on one site as one thing, and then you write that in your own stuff, and it carries down. So sometimes it's hard to know which is which. His on Tomato King says, does he say potato or regular leaf? His doesn't say, but you can check it out. You can Google this variety, and you'll probably find differing information. He says excellent taste. Flesh is firm, meaty, yet juicy and delicious. Perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. The true taste of a homegrown tomato. Highly recommend, he says. I know, Teresa. I know. I'm surprised too. Part of it is the stories that I like to share on the show. A lot of them come from older stories. And while there's certainly other colors and, that are heirlooms that are older, there's a lot of history behind some of the red and pinks. They're not all red and pink today, but I would say most of them. I'll just say it's in honor of Christmas, green and red. Not really true, but that's just the way it happened today. All right. Next one. And nobody's grown Bertram's New Generation or Stafford's Red? No? Okay. I'll have to change that. Here's a new one. Don't know much about it. This is a new one from Siskiyou Seeds. They're in the United States. Sweet Zebra Roma. Don't know where it came from other than their site. Looks beautiful, does it not? Looks fantastic. Here's what they say about it. These beauties really charmed us in our big 2025 tomato trials with their adorable and delicious 3/4 ounce small Roma-shaped fruits that are more like a cherry tomato in terms of flavor. They scored in the top 5 of our repeated taste tests of 60 choice varieties. The skin is striped green, brownish red, highlights of purple, and fruits are about 1.5 inches long and oblong. They compare to Brad's Atomic Grape in terms of flavor and appearance. Can't find any other history on it. But let me send you the link. I'll put the link in the comments. And I also have a link. They have the results of their 2025 taste test trials, which I only found today. They have a blog section of their website as well. And it was really interesting what they liked, what they didn't like. Interesting. Some of the ones that are quite popular, they did not do well in their taste trials. So let me get you first the link to this on Siskiyou Seeds. I thought I hadn't ordered from them before. I remember telling Kina and Jen that just last week, but I found I must have ordered from them one other time because I have their seed packets. And I looked back in my records and I did order from them, and it went well, but I don't think I've grown anything from them yet, so I can't speak to that. All right, the first I'm going to put in the link for the taste trial results. That's in the comments now. And then you can go right on there to order the Sweet Zebra Roma, but I'll give you the direct link as well. This one's a sexy looking tomato, is it not? Yes, it is. Ho, ho, ho. Want these in my belly. Okay. All right. So now the link to get that. The vendors from the United States, they don't clarify where it came from, and I couldn't find any other info, so I don't know where it's from. It could be exclusive to them. It seems like it is, at least right now, but I really don't know. And I would hate to give you bad information. All right. Next one. Am I missing any? Eric, Sweet Zebra Roma is stunning, isn't it? It is. Hi, Raminta. Thanks for joining us. This one's from Switzerland. Dietweiler. I don't know. It came to the United States, I believe, from Switzerland. It translates to Daddy's Sunset. According to HR Seeds, it's a mutation of Marisol purple, which is interesting. Tomato King says a very well-known Swiss tomato variety, popular among gardeners, collectors, gourmet tomato lovers. It's distinguished by stable yields, excellent flavor, and truly impressive appearance. The plant is indeterminate, mid-season, vigorous growth, strong stems, reaches 1.5 meters in height, densely foliated. Does it say what kind of foliage? I don't see it. Resistant to temperature fluctuations and major tomato diseases, and it adapts well to different growing conditions, so that's good to know. The fruits are exceptionally large. There are virtually no small ones. The average weight is 300 to 800 grams. That's big, with some exceeding 1 kilogram. Skin is dense, thick, glossy, and deep red, resistant to cracking, good shelf life. Flesh is firm, very meaty, multi-chambered, moderately juicy with few seeds. Flavor quality is top-notch. The taste is rich, well-balanced, with fruity notes, sweet and tangy, and highly harmonious. He's a good writer, if nothing else. That sounds really good to me. During tastings, flavor nuances ranged from very good to absolutely outstanding. Outstanding works well for me, too. Thanks to its dense texture and expressive flavor, it is especially good fresh. Ideal choice for those looking for a reliable, high-yielding variety with beautiful, large, and delicious fruits, suitable for both greenhouses and open field. Anybody grown this one? Hi, William. Hello from Ohio. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Looks meaty. It does look meaty. That description is outstanding. Nobody's grown this? Guess not. That description makes it seem like I need to grow it. I've been pretty good at not putting everything on my 2026 grow list because I still have a lot due to come in from some friends and breeders and things like that. So I'm trying to kind of lay low, but it's only going to last so long. And, ideally, I would like my grow list completed by January. Will it happen? Probably not. I got one today or yesterday, I think, that I've been really, really lusting after from Sophia Sacco. That's one of her new ones. And I got 3 seeds from that from a good friend and really, really excited. That one is like a no-brainer that is going on. This sounds great too. Nobody's grown it? All right, moving on. Lil's favorite, another red from the United States. Tatiana's tomato base says it's a family heirloom. It originated in Belleville, Illinois. Larry Watson of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, received the seed from his Aunt Lil while she came out to Pennsylvania for a Christmas visit in about 1985. Oh, it relates to Christmas. She was 77 at the time and passed away in 2002. She told Larry that they were her favorite tomato and that she had gotten them in 1949 from Mrs. Smith, who lived in Briar Hill, which was just next to Signal Hill, where she lived in St. Clair County, Illinois. Mrs. Smith said that her mother had given the seeds to her, and the family had been growing them around Chester, Illinois for many, many years. So this has quite some history to it. I love it. It was first offered by Bill Minke in the Seed Savers Yearbook in 2002, and he got the seeds directly from Larry Watson of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. This is from Tomato King. Indeterminate mid-season, exceptionally productive, rich family history, which we just read. Get to 1.5 meters tall in open ground. Well-foliated bush. Fruits are large, bright red with glossy skin and characteristic ribbing near the stem. They are meaty, firm, yet juicy with a deep, rich-colored flesh. Flavor is rich and balanced with a pronounced sweetness and a hint of acidity. The aroma is intense, classic tomato, very pleasant. Fruits range from 200 to 500 grams, often reaching 600 to 650 grams. They're ideal for fresh consumption, blah, blah, blah. Considered a true piece of American tomato heritage, passed down from generation to generation. Great story, isn't it? Ah, and there it is. Love the story. I know. Me too. Oh, yeah, Jamie, you need to grow this for your garden this year for sure. Good night, Kina. Thanks for tuning in. And Lil's favorite was very productive for me last season. And goats ate my maters. I might have to grow this too. I'm of Swiss heritage. Oh, you're talking about the last one. There's always a good excuse for me to grow a new tomato. And Missy, sorry, I'm behind on the comments, guys. I want Dateweiler. Looks like my type. Don't think that one is super hard to find. Where did I get it? I think I may have gotten it. Yes, I got it from Tomato King. Again, that's in Ukraine. It's always, I haven't, while I've been in touch with the vendor and he seems very, very nice. We're going to do a trade, it sounds like, coming up in the future. I haven't actually received seeds back from them, so I don't know what the seeds look like. I will tell you the website's fantastic. Somebody else mentioned it in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap just a couple days ago. So I will keep you guys posted. So I haven't received it yet, so I can't say definitely order from them, but they do take orders from all over the world. And the prices were good too. Hey, Darla. Late again. That's okay. I am trying to. Oh, Jerry, I didn't see you were here. Hey, Jerry. Make sure you guys put in hashtag tomato. We have 74 live viewers on YouTube and Facebook, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on Instagram. So that's cool beans or cool tomatoes. And Leslie's here. Hey, Leslie. I'm late. Hi, all. It's okay. We still have a couple more tomatoes to talk about, and you can always watch the replay. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato. Got some great seed prizes. Wedekind or Wedekind heirloom pink from Germany. Another red. Go figure. It's an old German variety with a fascinating history. See, that's why I've been doing a lot of reds lately. I want the fascinating histories. Delighting gardeners for more than a century with its reliability and outstanding flavor. This information's from Tomato King also. Mid-sized, mid-season, highly productive, thrives equally well in open ground or under light cover. Plants are compact and tidy, about 1.2 meters tall. Exciting. We like compact. Some of us do. Strong stems, good foliage, easily support heavy fruit clusters. The variety retains all the best qualities of classic European varieties. Fruits are large, averaging 300 to 400 grams, round with attractive, gentle ribbing near the stem, rich pink, almost raspberry hue with a delicate sheen. The flesh is meaty, tender, very juicy, few seed cavities. Flavor is distinctly sweet with a pleasant hint of acidity. An excellent choice for lovers of old-fashioned pink tomatoes. I love old-fashioned pink tomatoes. Good for sauces. They hold their shape beautifully when sliced. The story goes back to the early 1900s when Mr. Wiedekind's grandfather brought seeds from Germany to the United States, Minnesota. This is a state in the United States. Since then, the tomato has been continuously grown and passed down through the family. The seeds were first shared with a wider audience in 1985 Seed Savers Exchange Yearbook by John Pavola of Sauk Center, Minnesota, who received them directly from Mr. Wiedekind. Anybody grown this one? No. Looks delicious. I agree. It does. It does. As you can see, the photos I got are from site in Russia. And I found more about this variety from Russian sites or Ukrainian sites than I did from the United States, which is kind of weird. Let me see if I have a link to purchase this one from somewhere. No, I don't. But if you do a search, you should be able to find it. At least if you want to give Tomato King a shot, or perhaps wait until I get mine in and I'll let you know how it went. Just in speaking with him, first of all, his site, he has so many different varieties. I don't know why I haven't found him up until recently. I don't know, but really liking the site. So I hope it works out well. Okay, next one. This one, I was excited to share with you guys this one. I'm a big fan of Dr. Conti Rowell and Steve Peters. Their name has been coming up a lot within the last couple of years. They released a whole bunch of new things last year, sold, I believe, exclusively. No, that's wrong. Not exclusively at Bene Seeds, but they carried it. Um, Cherokee Short Steak, American Idol, those are two of theirs. And they're very talented breeders. They take a lot into account as far as, they can often take 20 years to breed a variety. My Cherokee short steak, for whatever reason, didn't grow. I don't even know if I could say it didn't grow true. It was weird. It but I would find it hard to believe it wasn't stable. And I think Missy told me hers grew just fine. My American Idol did turn out well. So this is a brand new one of theirs that right now you can only find at not Bene Seeds, but Siskiyou Seeds. And it looks great. Again, I don't know much about it. This is the only picture I can find of it. It's called Sweet Dark Chocolate. And it says, from the breeding team of Dr. Conte Rowell and Steve Peters at Seed Revolution Now, Sweet Dark Chocolate really impressed us in our 2025 tomato trials, producing abundant yields of 6 to 7 ounce, uniform 3-inch round fruits with red skin and a lovely mahogany blush. The red flesh inside is fairly firm with unique lime green seed cavity highlights. Like the lime green seed cavities. Unique, beautiful, and dependable, indeterminate, vigorous, disease resistant, benefit from trellising, a true workhorse variety suitable for your main tomato crop. This one I do have a link. Again, this is from Siskiyou Seeds. Anybody else ordered from them? I'm waiting. I think today my order's coming. But like I said, I didn't think I had ordered from them. And then I was looking in my binder the other day and saw some seed packets from them. And then I looked back in my notes and I did order from them last year. Here is the link to Sweet Dark Chocolate. I mean, seriously, like just the name and then the look of it. And then you tell me it's Conte Rowell and Steve Peters. I'm all over it. This may have to go in my 2026 grow list. Oh, yeah, I knew this would get a lot of responses. Looks yummy. Looks beautiful. Oh, wow. Looks delicious. Looks amazing. Ooh, Sweet Dark Chocolate. I know. Put chocolate in the name, honestly, and my tomato radar comes up. But I really do respect how they breed tomatoes. They've got lots more other things out there. In fact, they've got another one on Siskiyou Seeds. It's like Conti's Orange or something like that. I forget. I'm not talking about that one today. But so, yeah, couldn't wait to show you guys this one. And then we have only one more. And it's only an hour, 13 minutes. So I'm keeping to my promise to keep this one a shorter episode, which is unusual because usually I'll say it and don't abide by it. All right, this is a cool one. And I wanted to show it mainly for Kina. Hopefully she'll watch tomorrow because, she loves a good name and a lot of us like a good name. This translates to mother-in-law's tongue. It's from Russia. The Russian name is right beside it there. It's Teskin Yazik. My apologies, but this is what it looks like. Where did I get this one? Let me find out. Oh, wait, do I have a link? No, I do not. But let me look at my spreadsheet. I think it may have been Tomato King again. They've got lots of great stuff. I hope it works out. I'm scrolling through my list of things that I've ordered and haven't logged yet, and it's embarrassingly long. Yep, I ordered from Tomato King in Ukraine. So let's find out about this one. 112 to 115 days. Russian heirloom variety, indeterminate, grows up to 200 centimeters or 78 inches tall. Cylindrical red, rich tomatoes with a blunt conical tip. 5 to 10 inches or 12 to 25 centimeters. That's a sizable um, elongated tomato there. High yielding, resistant to various weather conditions. It's a paste variety, according to another site. Distinctive tapering tip. Though the flesh is semi-dry, flavor is excellent, balanced, bold, and sweet. Regular leaf. Translates to mother tongue or Teskin language, which is a popular Russian periodical. I just think it's funny because of the name mother-in-law's tongue. And I'm sure there's many of you out there who would want to grow it just for the name mother-in-law's tongue. Am I wrong? Great name. Yes, that's what it is, Missy. Thank you. Conti's Gold is the one I was trying to think of. And Missy grew from Ziskew last year. No issues with their seeds. Good, good. Jeffrey had to hang up more Christmas lights. What I miss, can we do it all again? And hey, by the way, Jeffrey became a grandfather this week, so let's all wish him good wish. He's got a beautiful little granddaughter who's just the most precious thing ever. So sending you love, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Congratulations. She's absolutely beautiful, and as is your daughter, by the way. I like that name, says Pretty. Anybody grown it? Yeah, getting lots of congrats. All right, well, this is it for my tomatoes of the day, of the year. As a matter of fact, this is our last one of the year. I looked at my list today of everything that we've talked about on this show since the beginning, and it's, I think we're about at 650 different varieties. Some I've talked about more than once. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's a lot of tomatoes and many, many tens of thousands more to go. So there you go. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Thank you. Thank you. I know you're playing it cool, Jeffrey, but I know you're in love with this little thing. She melts your heart. Super cute. All right. Let us give away some prizes, seed prizes. So if you win, everything today is coming directly from the donor. So the first one is from Olivia Lai. This is a package including Alafirov Secret, Antique Bronze, Arbusny, Amur Tiger, Ananas Tiger, Black Shadow, Metallica, Abraham Brown, Abraham Green, and Nano's Meatball Dwarf, which unbelievable tomato. So that will be the first one. Let's get our little giveaway up here. There we go. Let's reset it from last week. So this one, please contact Olivia Lai. That's Lai. If you're on Facebook, you can send her a private message. If not, and you're not on Facebook, you can email me and I will get you in touch. Typically bad at looking at emails, just to be honest. Especially bad over the holiday season, especially bad with the kids coming home, with Riley home and the kids coming home. But I will do my best. I know there were a couple of you, I saw emails from last week's prizes. I promise you I do see them. I will get to them. All right. So thank you, Olivia. Let's see who gets this wonderful prize. Pretty. Congratulations, Pretty. Great package. Thank you again, Olivia. The second week in a row. Olivia is incredibly generous to the group in so many ways. I couldn't even begin to explain. And I know she's humble and doesn't want the recognition, but she does a lot behind the scenes, is very, very generous. So thank you, Olivia, again for giving away this wonderful prize. And Pretty, you can contact Olivia if you can, send her a private message. All right, and the next two prizes. This is from Linda Wicker Downing. And there's two, I think I have the thingy here. Hang on. Yes. Two packages from the Alafirov and Friends Grow Out. So you get all of this minus the candy and the snowman. So she's giving away two of these. So let's do the first one. Hang on. There we go. Lori, oop, uh-oh. All right, that's going to you, Lori Loy. But the thing is freaking out, obviously, but you were the one it called. So, Lori, if you get this, you can private message Linda. And Linda, I don't know if you saw it, it's Loriluy. I don't know why it's doing this. Hopefully it shapes up by the second one. All right, and the second one used to do that to me all the time when I first started with EV Mux, and it was a real pain. Teresa, that's nice. Teresa's very giving to the group too. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. You can contact Linda also, and Linda, thank you also very, very much for the donation. Um, and that is it. That's it for our last show of 2025. I want to wish you all, whether you celebrate or not, just Merry Christmas for the Christmas spirit. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. I know I get a bit mushy at the end of every episode, but that's just who I am. I'm a mushy person. And I just want to say again, this was our, I think, second year of doing this show, year and a half, maybe. Um, I love it so much. I'm glad you guys do also, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. It's a real treat for me. And it just makes me, there's a level of comfort. And I don't know if you guys feel the same. I'm guessing you do, because the way you talk is how I feel too. There's a level of comfort here where we come together this one day a week, and we just have fun and we're silly and we salivate over tomatoes and we learn a little something about some stories and add to our ever growing grow lists. Um, and I just want to thank you again for all your support all year round. 2026 is going to be epic. 2025 was epic. 2026 will be even more so. And I really do love you all. I feel very honored to be a part of this community and that you tune in each week. So, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. And I will see you all I'll see you all next year. And I will restart. Oh, I meant to mention this. I was saying I was going to do an unboxing this week for Val from Farmer Val's backyard, and just decided with everything going on with my nephew and Riley coming home and all that, I just decided I'm going to postpone unboxings until 2026 at this point. So, and I've got quite a few, but Val's going to be the first one. I will let you know for sure when, but I think it's going to be that first Tuesday. No, it's not the first Tuesday. I have a doctor's appointment in New York City that day. So the 13th, January 13th, unless I decide to squeeze it in on another day. But thanks, Val, for understanding on that one. And yeah, I'll see you guys next year. Hope you enjoy the spirit. Don't forget about what's really important this holiday season, besides the tomatoes. It's our connections with each other, and sending you lots of love, peace, love, get your gratitude on, and go grow tomatoes. Bye, everybody.